FBA and BIP Presentation. Johnny B is a 15-year-old student currently enrolled in 8th grade. Along with his parents and his 4 siblings, Johnny B lives in a 3-bedroom home. Johnny B has a classification of FMD. Johnny B's diagnosis include the following: ADHD, Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, combined type, DMDD, Disruptive Mood Dysregulation Disorder, ASD, Autism Spectrum Disorder, and a history of abuse. Operational definition of problem behavior. Verbal outbursts include yelling with the use of profanity, yelling profanity, and verbal aggression. Examples include, I'm not doing this right now, go the F on, what the H is wrong with you, and shut the H up. Non-examples would include, can I do this at a later time? What are you asking me to do? And please give me some space. Summary of interview. An indirect assessment in the form of an interview was conducted with the general education teacher, Harrison Crawford. It is hypothesized that Johnny B's behavior is maintained by verbal attention. Both Crawford and I identified that verbal outbursts primarily occur in the second half of the day. The summary of direct assessment. A descriptive assessment of interfering behaviors was conducted on Johnny B using a structured ABC recording form. Verbal outbursts occurred 25 times across 3 observations. Observations length varied. The most frequent antecedent event observed was given a task or asked a question. The most frequently observed consequence was access to teacher attention, verbal. A function matrix was completed to organize information from multiple assessment. Information gathered supports the original hypothesis that behaviors are maintained to avoid completing undesired tasks. And here is a copy of the function matrix that I completed. The hypothesis statement states, when an undesired task is assigned, particularly in a self-contained classroom, Johnny B will become defiant and disruptive by yelling, cursing, and threatening to avoid or escape the task, which result in the loss of preferred reinforcers. The competing behavior pathway starts with verbal, with the verbal outbursts. Under undesired task is given. Initiation of task within the 3 minutes. Yells, cusses, and threats. Providing fidgets or stress balls. Access to preferred reinforcer removed. Access to calm down strategies and promoting self-regulation. The antecedent interventions. When an undesired task is given or corrective feedback is provided. The rationale. Results from the FBA support the hypothesis that verbal outbursts are maintained by preferred reinforcers, and it is hypothesized that the specific form of preferred reinforcers include tangible items. When the student has a verbal outburst, he is likely trying to avoid completing his work or something he struggles with. Providing access to tangible reinforcements during classroom routines would be beneficial to lessen Johnny B's need to avoid undesired tasks. Reteaching of replacement behavior. The teacher will begin to teach the replacement behavior, such as requesting fidgets and stress balls, to help eliminate the number of verbal outbursts. The teacher will provide clear instructions on when and how to use the items, emphasizing that Johnny B will need to raise his hand when he wants or needs an item, or when he is feeling upset. A clear expectation will need to be set for Johnny B to understand the importance of using a fidget or stress ball instead of yelling out. Progress will need to be monitored to determine if the target behavior occurs less, more, or equally than when the replacement behavior is present. A rationale. To create a supportive environment where Johnny B is encouraged to practice new behaviors. Using items such as stress balls and fidgets to support self-regulation will promote a more positive classroom atmosphere. The behavior objectives. When given an undesired task, Johnny B will ask for items such as stress balls or fidgets to minimize vocal outbursts for at least 100% of opportunities across 5 consecutive school days. Thank you.